श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. कौन सा वर्ष मालूम है? Canto 10, the Samam Bonam, Chapter 23, the Brahmana's wives blessed, verse number 7. 10.23.7. गाश्चारयन्ताव अविदूर ओदनम राम अच्युतौ वोलसतो बुभुक्षितौ तयोर्द्विजाओदनम अर्थिनोर्यदि श्रद्धा च वो यच्छता धर्मवितमा गाश्चरयान्तौ अविदूर ओदनम् रामाच्युतौ वोलसतो बुभुक्षितौ तयोर्द्विजाओदनम् अर्थिनोर्यदि श्रद्धा च वो यच्छत धर्मवितमा गाश्चरयन्तावविदूरोदनम् रामाच्युतौ वोलसतो बुभुक्षितौ तयोर्द्विजाओदनम् अर्थिनोर्यदि श्रद्धा च वो यच्छता धर्मवितमा सार्यन्ताव अविदूरो माच्युतौ वोलसतो बुभुक्षितौ श्रद्धा च वो यच्छत धर्मवितमा गाश्चार्यन्तौ अविदूरोदनम् माच्युतौ वोलसतो बुभुक्षितौ ज्ञानममार्तिनो यदि श्रद्धा च वो यच्छत धर्मवित्तमा चार्यन्ततो अविदूरोदनम् तौ च लसतो बुभुक्षितौ उदनम् अर्थिनोर्यदि Tachavo yachata dharma vitama. Acharyanta vavidorodhanam. Ramachutavo lasato bubukshito. Tayo dvijaudanam artinoryadi. Sadachavoya chata dharma vittama. Mataji. Charyanta vidurodhanam. Amachuto lasato bubukshito. Tayo dvijaudanam artinoryadi. Shraddha chavo yachata dharma vittama. Ga, their cows. Charayantau, grazing. Avidure, not far away. Odanam, food. Ramachyutau, Lord Rama and Lord Achyuta. Va, from you. Lasata, are desiring. Bubukshitau, being hungry. Tayo, for them. Dvija, O Brahmana. Odanam, food. Arthino, begging. Yadi, if. Shraddha, any faith. Cha, and. Va, on your part. Yachata, please give. Dharma vittama, O best knowers of the principles of religion. Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Lord Rama and Lord Achyuta are tending their cows not far from here. They are hungry and want you to give them some of your food. Therefore, O Brahmanas, O best of the knowers of religion, if you have faith, please give some food to them. Purport. The coward boys doubted the generosity of the Brahmanas, and thus they used the word bubukshitau, meaning that Krishna and Balram were hungry. The boys expected the Brahmanas to know the Vedic injunction Anasya Shuditam Patram. Anyone who is hungry is a fit candidate for receiving food in charity. But if the Brahmanas would not recognize the authority of Krishna and Balram, their title Dvija would be taken to mean merely born from two parents. Dvi, from two, ja, born, rather than twice born. When the Brahmanas did not respond to the coward boy's initial request, the boys addressed the Brahmanas with a slight trace of sarcasm as Dharma Vittama, O best of the knowers of religion. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya चक्षु उन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 23, verse number 7, translation. Lord Rama and Lord Achyuta are tending their cows not far from here. They are hungry and want you to give them some of your food. Therefore, O Brahmanas, O best of the knowers of religion, if you have faith, please give some food to them. Hare Krishna. So, when Krishna, Balram and their sakhas, the cowherd boys, they in Vrindavan forest with their calves, they carry their tiffin, their dabba, lunch box, they carry with them, so that in the daytime they can honor prasadam in the forest. So their time of honoring prasadam is 10:48 a.m. every day in the forest. 10:48 a.m. And then they would play. So sometimes in the afternoon, the boys will get hungry. Not every day. Sometimes they will feel hungry. So then they would pluck fruits from the trees and eat them. Generally they would feel hungry after seeing the fruits. Interesting. So once Krishna, Balram and the boys, they were playing near Mathura, where there was village of Brahmanas. And in that area there were many trees, but all were without fruits, fruitless trees. And the boys became hungry, and there are no fruits. So they approached Krishna and Balram. Said, Krishna, Krishna, there is a problem. We are hungry. Please solve this problem. Then you are a hero. Till now you have killed asuras, Bakasur, Putana, Trinavrat, Aghasur. But that was not a big problem. This is a bigger problem. And that's true. Hunger is much bigger problem than Bakasur, Aghasur, Bukhasur. Because when you kill Aghasur, Bakasur, the file is closed. But if you are hungry and you eat food, after 3 hours, you are again hungry. And this goes on every day. Every day one has to work hard, put efforts, just to put a small amount of food in the stomach. Looks like not a big deal, but when you skip one meal or do nirjal one day, then we realize a big thing. Not easy. So Krishna, Balram, you solve this problem. We are hungry. So immediately Krishna took charge and he told the boys that, look, there is a village of Brahmanas and they are engaged in fire sacrifice, yajna. You go and ask them food. Generally every house has food. But when there is a fire sacrifice, a yajna, a ceremony, a program, they will have feast, they will have excess to distribute. For the purpose of distribution, more cooking is done. That too special items. So you go and ask them. But listen, don't ask in my name. They will not give me. Ask in Balram's name, they will give him. Because Balram is known as son of Kshatriya, Vasudev. And Krishna is known as son of Nanda Maharaj, Vaishya. And these Brahmanas, they will not give to Vaishya and Shudra. They will give to Kshatriya maybe. So you go and ask in name of Balaram and you will get food. So the obedient sakhas, the obedient friends of Krishna, few of them, they rush to the house of the Brahmanas and the Brahmanas are performing yajna, swaha, the chanting mantras, pouring ghee in the fire. And the boys went and offered Dandvat Pranam, full prostrated obeisances. And offered them very nice words. Earthly gods, Nara Devata, you are demigods on earth. That's a big thing. You are demigods on earth. So with folded hands they said, we have come here on the order of Krishna. We are here because Balaram wants food. And both are nearby, tending the cows. And while tending they are hungry. So we request you, give some rice, give some anna. This is what they are requesting. Now if small boys come to you and ask for food, what will you do? You will just give. Even today, a stranger house, a small boy goes and ask for food, any decent gentleman will just give. But these Brahmanas didn't give, they didn't respond. So if a small boy comes to you and asks for food and you don't give, they will say, I am hungry. Right? At least that will evoke some compassion. That he is hungry, I should give something. So these boys are trying to evoke compassion of the Brahmanas by saying, Lord Krishna and Lord Balram, they are nearby tending the cows, which means they are not beggars, they are working. Some people, they don't like to give to beggars. They say, you work something, I will give you. Do some hard work. Do something, I will give you. So they are explaining that Balram and Krishna, they are tending the cows. That means they are on job. They are not beggars. They are not Phukat Chandan. They are not beggars. They are working and they are hungry. Working boys, if they are hungry in front of you, should feel like giving. So here they take the name of Krishna as Achyuta. Achyuta means infallible. One who is infallible. One who does not commit any mistake. One who does not fail. One who is perfect, infallible, Achyuta. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna tells Krishna, "Oh Achyuta, please take my chariot in between both the armies." Achyuta, you are without mistakes. You are infallible. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan. And he becomes a chariot driver of his own devotee and friend Arjun. But he will never fail, he will do a good job of Sarathi. Achyuta. Perfect. There is an interesting story that a man, he was going from one village to another village. And in between there was a forest. And he was tired, walking. So he came across a river and he washed his hands, feet and drank cool water and he felt refreshed. And he said, wow, Krishna is so intelligent. Right in between forest he made a river so that I can drink water and get refreshed. People like me who come across. Then he saw a very big tree, nice shade. And he was tired, so he went to sleep under the tree. If you are walking in the sun, the shade of the tree is very attractive. You get very great relief by coming in the shade. So as he was lying down, he thought, Krishna is so intelligent. Right in the forest, such a big tree. Travelers like me can take nap and then continue their journey. God is great. And when he was thinking and contemplating, he saw the top branches of the tree with green leaves and small fruits, reddish, yellowish fruits, bare fruits. He thought, one mistake Krishna also did. Such a big tree and so small fruits. And there are small creepers with big watermelons. This is incompatible. One mistake has happened. He should have put big watermelons in big trees and small fruits in small creepers, simple. But here, some incompatibility. and he slept. After some time, one fruit fell down on his head, tuck, and he woke up. He said, "Oh, thank you, Krishna, not putting a watermelon here." If a watermelon had fallen on his head, he would die. God is perfect. Krishna is perfect. With my intelligence, I think if my life was like that, or this would happen, then it would be better, and then I would be happy. But no, my dear sir, whatever is happening with you today is best for you, because He is perfect. If I think something better could have happened with me today, that means I am thinking He is not perfect, He has made an imperfect decision. If I think this doctor, every time he gives this green medicine to my friend, he gives pink medicine. Pink is my favorite, he doesn't know. He should have given me pink medicine. Let me go to the pharmacist and exchange. I don't want green, I want pink medicine. Would that work? Or my friend got quickly recovered by blue medicine, I should take blue medicine every time. So let me go to pharmacist and say blue medicine. No, pharmacist has many medicines. But which one is good for you only can be prescribed by an expert doctor. So don't compare yourself with your friends, what they received. Every individual is different. So there are many things in the world, there are many experiences in the world, there are many resources in the world, there are many people in the world, but what you receive is best for you, prescribed by Dr. Radha Rasbihari for our cure. And if we compare, then we will be in distress. Usko ye kyun mila? Why did he get this? Why didn't I? In a hospital, some doctor may say liquid diet, semi-solid, soft diet, no sugar. We can't say this is partiality. What kind of hospital is this? My friend gets sugar, I don't get sugar. I get only liquid diet, he eats nice. No. What is good for you, the doctor is prescribing. If you follow the doctor, you will get cured. So we should know that without the sanction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not even a leaf moves. So is something happening to me, somebody saying something to me, or somebody doing something with me, it is by sanction of Supreme Personality of Godhead for my cure, for my betterment. So I don't have to unnecessarily struggle to avoid it. I have to face and respond to it in such a way that cure happens. I have to deal with it in such a way that I grow in spiritual life. Not unnecessary struggle with it. It's Krishna's gift to us. He is perfect. That faith should be there. If that faith is not there that He is perfect, we will think of alternatives of what could have happened with us. And then we'll work hard to make sure that result or that alternative happens, and that's called karma. An effort to fulfill our desire, our idea. And every karma gives karma bandhan. So even if you get the result, you get entangled. Entangled in the cycle of birth and death. Then another birth, the next birth, again same struggle continues. So this particular life, I have to go back home, back to Godhead. I have to escape the cycle of birth and death. And that's only possible when at the time of death there are no karma bandhan, no reason to take birth again, no reaction pending. And that's only possible if we stop doing karma, which means stop doing material activity to fulfill material desires or maintain material attachments or try to achieve material goals or carry material ambitions and put efforts. No, don't do that. It will again bind us. We are come here to free ourselves, not increase the bondage. So yes, Krishna is perfect, whatever he is doing, thank you very much. I should just serve him, not try to struggle with what is happening. That's akinchan. So Achyuta, he is perfect. He has sent us. That means that is a perfect instruction for us. There is no failure in this. These boys know that. So they are requesting, they are hungry. Krishna and Balram are hungry. We boys are hungry. Give us food. There is a direct relationship between a hungry person and the food. It doesn't require any law. If there is a food and there is a hungry person, he should eat it, even if it doesn't belong to him. He should be allowed to eat. He should be given that food, even if he has not earned it, even if it belongs to you, it's in your plate. If you have food in your possession and in front of you there is a hungry person and you don't give him, you are wrong. Even if he is not a devotee, even if he is a stranger, even if he is your enemy number one or a terrorist. Food means, hungry person means he should be given food. It is a wrong idea that somebody is owner of food. Nobody is owner of food. There is difference between source of income and source of maintenance. These two are different. Different individuals in the society have different sources of income. Somebody's source of income is job, somebody's source of income is business, somebody's source of income is driving a taxi, somebody's source of income is singing, somebody's source of income is teaching, somebody's source of income is engineering, somebody's source of income is dancing, somebody's source of income is stealing, somebody's source of income is share market, somebody's source of income is begging. Different individuals have different sources of income. But all these and other individuals have only one source of maintenance, and that's Krishna. Krishna maintains us. Our income does not maintain us. Please understand, Krishna maintains us, not our income. What is our income? Some rupees. So today lunch you eat rupees? No, that income is not our maintenance. Maintenance is food, and food comes not by our hard work in a company. Food comes when it rains from the field and there is sun and seed. What did we contribute? Nothing. Sun is not in our contribution, rain is not in our contribution, seeds are not in our contribution, field is not in our contribution. So food is given by Krishna. When it rains, we get grains. It is our government who, for the purpose of service and organization, has given a purchasing value to a paper. and made grains available to be purchased. So when we give that paper, in exchange we get grains. This relation has been made. That's how we think money is giving us food. But that is only because of purchasing power given to a paper by a government. And this is not absolute. It is possible that today, 12 o'clock, the note in your pocket tomorrow will not give you grains. Is that possible? Everybody has experience. See? So the very note in my pocket, its value is controlled by somebody else who can come on television at night and say tomorrow it's zero. So that's not wealth. That's a note or a paper given purchasing value so that you can exchange goods. It's just an economic transaction. But real maintenance is given by Krishna. Krishna maintains us, not the paper. So we depend on Him. You see dogs on the street, those who have residences in Mumbai, outside your residence there must be a street, right? That's how you enter your house. Are there dogs on the street? Raise your hands. Yes. 3, 4, 5, whatever dogs are there. Whole life these dogs stay on the same street and get their food. Whole life. Yes? But the humans of that street had to go all the way to Churchgate and VT, then only they get food. Who is more intelligent? The human society has created so much complication that unless I study for 25 years and catch a local train and work hard for 12 hours, I will not get rice and roti. And the dogs just have to whole day bark and play and they will get food. See, what intelligent society we call human society intelligent? Doesn't make sense. Just simple food problem had become so complicated that without degree and nokri we can't do. Work hard. An elephant in the forest eats 50-60 ton food and gets it without refrigeration, without next day's quota or go down or warehouse or transport. Gets it. And we, how much we eat? But we have so much complicated system of storing and purchasing and refrigerating and earning and educating, career. So because human society has stopped depending on Krishna, so much complication has happened. Krishna feeds everybody. The elephant, the dog, the animals. We may have insects in our house, cockroach, lizard, mosquitoes, ants. Who feeds them? They are staying in our house, but we don't feed them. Do we tell your mother or wife, look, lizard, make one more roti? No, we don't. But they eat in our house and we don't supply. Who is supplying them? Krishna. You may think, no, from my kitchen they are eating. Do an experiment, empty your whole kitchen, whole house and lock your house for 2 years. You come back, all should have died because no supply. They will become double and triple. Which means we don't supply them, somebody else is supplying them. As soon as we are born, our milk is ready. No woman will have milk until the baby is delivered. So for whom that milk came? For the child, for the baby. But the problem is, when the child grows up and becomes engineer, he thinks, oh, he's coward boy, how will he supply? I will manage myself. And then the whole circus starts. So Krishna is source of maintenance. Our income is not our source of maintenance. It's just a duty we perform in Varnashram as a contribution to the society. And Krishna feeds us. So hunger and food, hungry person and food is a relationship. If you have food in your hand and there's a hungry person nearby, please share your food. Half, no problem. Both are half hungry, no problem. But please share your food. If a hungry person is asking for prasad, we should happily give, respectfully. So the boys, they are invoking compassion of this Brahmana, saying Krishna, Balram are hungry. So you should give food. But these Brahmanas, they don't respond. Even after hearing small boys are hungry, they don't respond. So these boys think, are they really Brahmanas? Kuch gyan hai kya nahi? Dvija, are you really Dvija? Dvija means twice born. Twice born means first birth from biological parents, second birth from Guru and Shastra, wherein you get spiritual knowledge. So anybody who has spiritual knowledge, he understands this, that hungry boys should be given food. But if he doesn't, then there is a doubt whether they have spiritual knowledge, whether they are really Dvija. So they are thinking like this, the boys, are you really Dvija? And these are not ordinary hungry boys, these are Krishna and Balram. Just the name of Krishna and Balram can melt the hearts of all the living entities in the universe. And that's true, that's why those who beg, they say, Bhagwan ke naam pe de do. Krishna ke naam pe. Why? Because you heard Krishna's name, your heart should melt. That's why they beg, not on name of Sachin Tendulkar ke naam pe de do, ya Amitabh Bachchan ke naam pe de do. Will it work? It will not work. But when you chant holy name of Krishna, the heart melts. Holy name is so powerful. Just when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, the holy name comes out of my mouth and goes into my ears. The sound vibration, transcendental sound vibration. And from the ears, the holy name travels to my heart. There's a flyover from ear to heart, direct road. And as soon as the holy name reaches the region of the heart where the soul is present, the heart melts. The melting of heart means good qualities are invoked just when the holy name reaches our heart. The anarthas go away. Lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, material ambitions, material attachments, material desires, they go away. And good qualities like tolerance, humility, honesty, truthfulness, austerity, peacefulness, cleanliness, wisdom, they all come. Forgiveness, compassion. Forget having these good qualities. Nowadays people don't even know the list of these qualities. But these qualities can be easily obtained just by chanting the holy name of Krishna. That makes us good charactered individual. Today we are putting our children in school and college and university. Why? To have good career. 25, 30 years of education, bachelor's, master's and PhD to have good career. But don't we want our children with good career to have good character? Yes, we want. And that's not possible in school and college and university. It's only possible in ISKCON. It's only possible when they come in contact with sadhus. It's only possible when they hear Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. It's only possible when they chant the holy name of Krishna and offer devotional service to Krishna. There's nowhere else possible. We should know that. Even if there is a stranger on the train from IIT or IIM, how many people will have faith on him? That okay, he's a good character. No. But the sadhu, people have faith that at least they think he may be a good character person. We can have faith. So, character is more important than just career. Modern education only gives career. Krishna conscious education gives character. So by coming in contact with Krishna, by hearing the holy name of Krishna, by chanting the holy name of Krishna, our heart become purified. Cheto darpana marjanam. That's the power of bhakti. That's the power of devotional service. So these boys are saying that the hungry is not some ordinary boys are hungry. Krishna and Ram and Achyuta, Krishna and Balram are hungry, whose very sweet names invoke love. In Nectar of Devotion, there is explanation of Krishna's name being an impetus, stimulus to love him. Which means just by hearing Krishna's name, a person who does not have love starts loving Krishna. And a person who has love, his love intensifies. And that intensified love, tears glide from the eyes, and hairs are standing, and body gets stunned, and perspiration happens, and trembling happens, and voice chokes up, and bodily color changes, and a person falls unconscious just by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he travelled personally, he showed these symptoms, and when he would chant the holy name on the street and dance, and the villagers and public would gather around, they would also feel these ecstatic symptoms of Krishna prema. So much so that in Varanasi, Prakashanand Saraswati and his followers, who were staunch Mayavadi sannyasis, they also, like a small children, started laughing and crying on the streets of Varanasi, chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Staunch Mayavadis, their heart melted in Krishna prema. That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Toshe Nama. He gave us Krishna Prem. How? In the form of holy name. By chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra without offenses, we receive Krishna Prem by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada. So these boys are saying, you are Dvija, but in the mind they are thinking they are not real Dvija. They are just born of two parents, that is their Dvija. Real Dvija means he should know Krishna and Balram, and he should get attracted, and he should know Dharma, that hungry boy should be given food. So these boys are telling, you are Dharma with Tamaha, which means expert in religion, but actually they are speaking sarcastically. You are not expert in religion. Because real religion, real dharma means Nitya Das, Krishnera Nitya Das, Jivera Swarupa Hoye, Krishnera Nitya Das. Real dharma means I am servant of Krishna. Everything else is aside. This Hindu dharam, Muslim dharam, Christian dharam, this is not real religion. This is just a kind of faith which can change. Real dharma is permanent, and that is service to Krishna, only Krishna. Krishna proclaims this in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayisyami ma sucha. Krishna says, aham tvam sarva papebhyo, I will take care of all your sinful reactions. Mokshayisyami, I will give you freedom, moksha, liberation, salvation. Ma sucha, don't worry, I will give you. When? Mam ekam sharanam braja. When you surrender unto me. Forgetting sarva dharman paritya, forgetting all so-called religion, Swadharma, Desh Dharma, Hindu Dharma, Muslim Dharma, Christian Dharma, forgetting all this Dharma, just surrender unto me. Surrender unto me only. Mam ekam sharanam braja. Ekam means only, keval, sirf, only me. Surrender unto me only. Krishna wants our 100% surrender. Krishna doesn't want your 99% surrender. Krishna doesn't want your 99.99% surrender. He wants 100%. He wants to stay in your heart, single accommodation. No shared accommodation. No somebody else or something else. Only me, surrender unto me only. Like last time I gave this example. If a husband tells wife, I love you, the wife becomes happy. But the husband tells wife, I love you only. There's a difference? There's a big difference. Wife will become very happy. She'll make paneer pakoda. Because when the husband says, I love you, that doesn't prove that since morning he has told to 4-5 or not. But when he says, I love you only, then she says, okay, nobody else is there. So Krishna wants us to surrender to Him only. Only Krishna. Not neighbor. Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, Varun, Vayu, Agni, Surya. And believe me, not even Ganesh. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are not part and parcel of these demigods. These demigods are post. And every few thousand years somebody else is on the post. But we have an eternal relationship with Krishna. He is our Father. He is our maintainer. So we respect the demigods. But we surrender to Krishna. We serve Krishna. Then we are happy. Then our duty is done. Only Krishna. Krishna and only Krishna. Just like our father may tell us that the people in the neighborhood, we should call them uncle, the neighboring uncle, and we should say good morning, and we should respect, and we should help, and we should behave nicely, and we should speak politely. And if he is ill, we should offer help. Right? Our father will teach us how to behave with neighbors. And we do that. We help the neighbor with groceries, car wash, open the gate, do some errands, and the father will be happy. But anytime you call your neighbor daddy, your father will be very upset. He said, you rascal, you go and wash his feet. You 24 hours become a servant. But daddy sir mujhe bolna. Don't call him daddy. I am your daddy. Right? So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, only me, I am your father. Don't call anybody else your father. I am your father, you surrender to me. Everybody else you respect, no problem. But I am Supreme Father. Then, aham tvam sarva papebhyo, I'll take care of all your sinful reactions. So that's dharma. But it appears these brahmanas don't know this dharma. Krishna is waiting and sending messengers that I am hungry, and they don't give food. Okay, you don't love Krishna, forget, out of love you offer food to Krishna, out of compassion that he is hungry, or out of respect that a big person has come, I should offer something to him. Even if there is no love, but there is respect, you will offer something to a VIP. Even if there is no respect, but somebody is hungry, you will offer out of daya. Okay, give something. Kal ka hi de do, de do. But these people no love, no respect for the authority of Krishna, and no compassion for hungry boys. How can you call them brahmanas? So these boys, they are getting these feelings in the heart that these are not dvijas, these are not brahmana, these are not pandita, these are not knower of religion. The first step is love, they don't have. Respect, that also they don't have. Compassion, that also they don't have. Then how can be they call dharmic? Just doing yajna, swaha. The only benefit they are getting from the yajna is their faces are becoming black with smoke. What is the use of this yajna when Krishna is not pleased? The goal of our life is to please Krishna. If we are doing any activity and Krishna is not pleased, then that is shrama eva hi kevalam, useless waste of labor, even if you are doing what we call appearing as devotional activity. If Krishna is not pleased, no use. If spiritual master is not pleased, no use. Asara. So this chapter is going to teach us a very important lesson, that these so-called brahmanas who are panditas, they don't have love, respect and compassion, and that's not what we are here for. We are not here for just rituals. We are here to develop love for Krishna. We are here to develop compassion for other living entities. We are here to develop respect for other seniors and the people around us. We are here to develop truthfulness and humility and tolerance. Not just mechanical. It may start mechanical, but eventually there has to be internal growth, where these qualities are manifested and expressed and offered to Krishna. And then we progress in Krishna consciousness. Okay? We will end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. If there are any comments or questions? Hare Krishna. If there are any comments or questions, you may please ask. Those who have question may raise their hand. You'll get a mic.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for the wonderful lecture. Very impressive. Prabhuji, I always had this question, as you said that, we all know that Krishna is perfect, and I totally believe that. But at times it happens that, we, personally with me, I try to struggle more and more, even after knowing that I may not achieve it. But at the second time I have a thought कि अगर कृष्णा को देना होगा तो देंगे, अगर नहीं देना होगा तो ठीक है. लेकिन फिर भी प्रभु उसके पीछे लगा ही रहता हूँ मैं. मतलब मुझे पता है कि कृष्णा अगर if he is perfect, he will do what has to be done. But after that point of time, I'm satisfied. But after 1 or 2 hours, again I think, okay, but I should at least try. So what should I kind of do in that situation?
Well, having faith that Krishna is perfect, that doesn't mean I become lazy or I become irresponsible. I actively serve Krishna, performing my duties and responsibilities, and depend on Krishna to give result. So you perform your duty and depend on Krishna for result. And our good time should go in serving Krishna and simultaneously performing our duty. Mam anusmara yuddhaya cha. Krishna didn't tell Arjuna not to fight, I will give you victory. Krishna told you fight and remember me. Result, I will give whatever I have to give. So Krishna told Arjuna to fight. He didn't tell him to win. Victory was given by Krishna to Arjuna, not because he fought. Because Krishna wanted to give that result. But he wanted Arjuna to fight. So Krishna told Arjuna to fight and remember him. So we perform our duty. The result is given by Krishna. The result is irrespective of the duty. But we perform our duty, serving Krishna, and he gives what is good for us. So this philosophy is not to make us lazy or irresponsible. Ma manusmara yuddhaya cha. Arjuna was number 1 devotee and number 1 archer. So you be number 1 both, number 1 devotee and number 1 in your profession. But know that the result is not because of your profession or occupation, the result is by Krishna. Okay?
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Any more questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving such a wonderful class.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
So, actually, I have a question that sometimes we are in a situation that someone is hungry, as you said, that we have to give food if we have to a hunger person. So, sometimes we are in a situation that we don't have prashadam. So, we have food, but we don't have prashadam, and that person is that person is hungry. So what we should do, because if we do not give him food, then it also cause some empathy in us that we doesn't give food to him, and if we give food to him, that also causes bondage for us, that मतलब हमारे लिए bondage का कारण बनेगा कि हम austerity कर रहे हैं, so that also gives trouble. So what should we do?
So what will you do with the food? You will eat?
No, we should offer.
So offer and give.
No, but we are not in that condition to offer. We are not with the deities or something like that.
Offer mentally and give.
Offer mentally.
Right? So we can offer mentally.
Okay.
Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu, Shri Vishnu.
And if we don't have tulsi leaf?
Huh?
If we don't have tulsi leaf?
So you can offer mentally to Prabhupada. Prabhupada will put tulsi leaf and offer to Radha Ras Bihari. Huh?
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Dandar Prabhuji, very nice
Hare
lecture. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Samasarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labhate Para. So what is that vision? When Krishna says, surrender unto me, and he is saying, Samasarveshu Bhuteshu Mad Bhaktim Labhate Param and Sarvatra Samabuddha. What is the vision in that?
What is the?
Vision, how the devotee should react. When Krishna is saying,
You
he
can
said, Prabhuji,
speak in the
surrender
mic.
unto me, only me. Mamekam Sharanam Braja. But then Krishna is saying, if you want to practice devotional service, Samasarveshu Bhuteshu. So,
What is the vision?
yeah.
We see Krishna in the heart of all living entities as Paramatma. And we worship that Paramatma. And we behave with them suitably. Pandita Samadarshina. So the elephant, the cow, the dog eater, the Brahmana, we behave with them suitably knowing that Paramatma is in the heart of everybody, they are all equal. So Krishna is everywhere, not just in the temple. He is everywhere. He is in all atoms and he is in all living entities. Vasudevam Sarvamiti. In fact, this information should increase our surrender, that he is everywhere. Who else I should surrender? I can't escape him. So better namaskar. Better bow down to him because he is everywhere. Okay? So that establishes his superiority on us, that he is everywhere, so he is superior to us. So it's easy to surrender to a superior person. Okay?
Yes, very nice answer. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Yes.
हरे कृष्णा.
हरे कृष्ण.
बहुत बढ़िया क्लास प्रभु.
हरे कृष्ण.
और मेरा एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा है कि आपने कहा कि ये माता पिता को सेवा करनी, माता पिता को गाइड करना चाहिए बच्चों को, ताकि वो अपने बच्चों को कॉलेज में यूनिवर्सिटी में भेजते हैं, बड़ी बड़ी डिग्री देते हैं, और डिग्री देने के बाद उनको जो अपने कुछ वर्ड उसका कैरेक्टर का जो है वो भी साथ में नहीं होता है उसके, तो कैसे होता है? जैसे यहाँ पर बैठे हुए जो हमारे बच्चे हैं, ये कोई बच्चा नहीं हाथ उठा सकता है कि मेरे माता पिता ने मुझे खूब खुशी से भेज दिया है, ISKCON में जाके भक्ति करो. कोई भक्त यहाँ नहीं है जो कह सकता है कि मेरे माता पिता ने मेरा स्वागत किया है, ISKCON जाके भक्ति करो, 16 माला जप करो, मैं सब कुछ आपको करूँगा. तो इन माता पिता को कैसे हम समझा सकते हैं? कौन सी स्थैर्य है जो कैसे समझ, क्योंकि वो भारतीय है, उनको सब कुछ मालूम है, वो जानते हुए भी हम अपने तो कसाई बन गए, अपनी शादी कर ली, बर्बादी कर ली, लेकिन अब बच्चे के भी उसी स्थान में करना चाहते हैं, और बच्चा भाग के ISKCON में आता है और जपा करना चालू कर देता तो बहुत सारा ट्रबल और तकलीफ करते हैं. तो कैसे इसको समाधान कर सके प्रभु? जैसे आपने कहा कि माता पिता को भी समझना चाहिए, और जब डिग्री देते हैं इसके लिए लाखों रुपया खर्चा करते हैं, तो इसके लिए भी कुछ खर्चा करे, भक्ति के लिए भी खर्चा करे. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण. इसीलिए तो हमको प्रचार करना है माता पिता को भी. जितना ज़्यादा माता पिता को प्रचार होगा, IVF का खर्चा कम हो जाएगा. तो वर्णाश्रम धर्म के अनुसार हर बच्चे का संस्कार होता है, और वो शुरू होता है गर्भधान संस्कार, बच्चा आने के पहले. तो जब गर्भधान संस्कार होता है तो ऐसी आत्मा माँ के पेट में आकर्षित होती है जो आगे चलकर अच्छा भक्त बनेगा. तो ये हमें समाज में शिक्षा देनी है, एजुकेशन देना है कि माता पिता का सिर्फ ये कर्तव्य नहीं कि बच्चों को अच्छा कपड़ा, अच्छा स्कूल, अच्छा सेहत, अच्छा खाना, अच्छा खिलौना हो, उनको बच्चों को मुक्त करना है. ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, और उसके लिए उन्हें भक्तों से सहयोग करना चाहिए, बच्चों को भक्ति में लाना चाहिए, घर में भक्ति का माहौल होना चाहिए. तो दैट्स वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट. तो ISKCON को सिर्फ एक तरफ प्रीचिंग नहीं करना है यूथ को, माता पिता को भी प्रीचिंग करना है कि आप अपने बच्चों को भक्त बनाओ, और बच्चे भक्त बनेंगे जब आप भक्त होंगे, रोल मॉडल होंगे. तो दोनों तरफ प्रचार करना है. लेकिन कलयुग है, थोड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा है इसके लिए, क्योंकि माया बहुत प्रबल है. तो इसके लिए हमें जहाँ भी सफलता मिले वहाँ पर ज़्यादा जोर देना है. ठीक है. और कोई? यस शरद. या.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for a very wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.
So in the beginning, you were mentioning about the hospital, how a person is admitted in the hospital and the doctor exactly understands that which medicine to be, injected and things like that. So, and then you were comparing that Krishna is a doctor, a spiritual master, the devotees whom we are living with, the seniors, can be compared to as a doctor. They understand what to be given, and then you are mentioning that in our life any conversations that happens, so if somebody has told us something, so that is Krishna's arrangement, what is best for us. However, we feel that the doctor also asks a patient, do you have any allergy, or do you have any diabetes? If you have any allergy or something, then this medicine I'll not give. So we expect that the doctors around us also understands that I have an allergy and I don't want like this to be treated. So how to have faith, then even if we get the medicine in spite of these kind of difficulty. Firstly, they actually don't ask that we have such and such allergy or something. And secondly, even though we have an allergy, but still somehow that allergy will be gone away, permanently, if we take that medicine. So how to understand that?
Well, Krishna as a doctor is perfect. He knows our history. So we don't have to worry about that. And when we are coming in contact with devotees are very merciful. So we can share our history, our nature, and they will consider that. A spiritual master will not tell his very weak devotee to lift 500 kgs. He knows nahi kar payega. Right? So we can always share our heart that this is what I am thinking about this service or this engagement, and receive some feedback or some help. That's always available. Communication is possible and should be done. In fact, Prithu Maharaj goes on to say that the communication should be open and frank. Open and frank, then only engagement or employment is possible. If there is no open and frank communication, the employer and employed both will be unhappy. The person who is giving engagement and the person who is receiving engagement both will be unhappy, because this performance will not be good, efficiency will not be there, job satisfaction will not be there, the result will not be there. Right? So there can be a talk, a feedback. It's like this, you eat somebody's house and they give you roti and it is kacha. If you think I should not give feedback, then second roti also you have to eat kacha. But if you want to eat second roti, then you give feedback so the second is better. Right? Okay, if that's the last roti, that's okay. But if you are going to go next day again in the house, you better give feedback. Right? So it all depends on the relationship. If that's the last engagement from that source, it's okay, thought tolerate kiya. But every day it's going to happen, then better we speak. Okay? In any case, we depend on Krishna, He is perfect. So even if we are doing austerity in our service, that service will purify our allergies, purify us. That service will anyway help us. If the service is making us fall down or miss our sadhana, we definitely should speak, because we have to protect ourselves. Okay? Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for the nice class.
Hare Krishna.
Not only this time, every time you give very nice class, and we come to know a lot of new things, new realizations. This is in continuation of the Prabhuji, what he has asked. That you have quoted the sloka, Pandita Samadarshana. So while saying the answer, you said we have to behave suitably. You did not say equal. Can you just explain a little more, Prabhuji, to understand it better?
See, cow and lion, Pandita Samadarshana, both are equal. But you don't go and embrace both of them, because lion is not Pandita Samadarshana. Right? So suitably means you go and embrace the cow and keep a distance from the lion. Right? So suitable behavior means in such a way that the transaction is good for both. The transaction is growth for both. You are with me? So that's how we behave. Any more questions? Okay, we'll end here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare